Hi guys, this week we're completing and it's exciting. I mean, I've never seen so many tens come out, like the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, um, the World card, which is the other kind of completion, and the Sun has come out literally today. We've had so many days of rain, but we have the Sun 3 times. So it's going to be different for all of us, but we're all celebrating something. Um, Me personally, I'm hanging a group show today with like-minded people. You you might be working with a group of people and it might make you feel just so excited, like a bit like a kid again, like optimistic in a way you haven't felt in ages. The tens are like, and the world is like a successful completion. Like really your harvest day, you can really celebrate what a beautiful, stable home life you have, a beautiful, stable relationships, or like that feeling of like a rainbow, like everything you want is in your life. If you see it in the big picture, not nitpick one little detail that's not perfect. If you can keep the big picture and leave that detail orientated part to the filing as opposed to joy. So if we all nitpick at a feeling of joy, everyone will find something to worry about. So the idea is to really celebrate this moment of optimism and the return of hope, and it is the right time for something. And I think if you have to make a decision today, I think there might be this feeling of look at it anew, look at it as from the position of everything works out for me, as opposed to pulling apart the finer detail of things, and because you do that, you miss out on the joy of how well everything is really working. Yeah, and look, honestly, sometimes it's not appropriate to rush into a decision. So if you're one of the people that have to make a decision today, honour yourself, give yourself the time to make it, and make sure you use your strong suit. So for some of it, it might be emotional depths. For other people, it might be your creative imagination. Like, use your strong suit to make that decision. And, like if you have to rush into something, that's always a bit of a... So take your time. Yeah, and enjoy working with people. It's not always the case in my life anyway. As an artist, I'm often working on my own, but this week I'm working with people and it feels exciting. What else is happening? I just think we're this beautiful sun. I think, when the sun is around like this, maybe acknowledge that something has come to the end and celebrate it purposefully instead of just pushing that to the side and demanding more of yourself. I know myself, I have a bit of an issue with overwork. So it's important to celebrate the goals completing, the wins that occur. And I think that all helps build a beautiful self-esteem, that helps us take that confidence from that self-esteem into our decision making is always really important, because I think we're charging ahead once we make this decision. The Two of Swords. Whenever I see the Two of Swords for myself, it's always asking me to bring in how I feel to the decision, as opposed to dismissing how I feel. Because what I've found is that we always make a more fulfilling decision when we listen to how we feel. And sometimes a bit of quiet time to tune into those emotions. Some people call that intuition. I don't mind what you call it, but honouring yourself the time to really think, how am I moving forward now? Since I've completed one thing, what's next? It's so exciting. Please use your inner child to help decide what's next. I think that was last week as well. Something about playful creativity, and I think it's magnified this week. Like it's really asking us to enjoy joy. Yeah, be in joy. And so, like, I don't know, just the image that comes to mind is the beauty of watching dolphins jump through a wave or something like that. It's like, is that really necessary? I don't know, it just looks like a lot of fun. So they're in their element, water, and they're jumping for joy. Be around like-minded people. And I think, you know, this beautiful sense of self-esteem, like fill your cups the way you need to fill your cups. And I think that is where we really can have a terrific week if we remember that. And remember that if you have to make a decision about how to move forward this week, and leave the detail orientation for the filing, not for this decision. Okay, great, bye.